Yes.
Right.
No?
Yep, an opportunity to swing by the Hasbro Pulse booth. We are booth 1012, which is basically you go all the way to the other end of the show floor, and we're right next to the wall. Very convenient locations. But we are having a ton of fun. So this is our first time back actually being in a booth at this show since I think 2014, which is really cool. Last year we came and did a panel, kind of getting our feet wet again in the here Comic-Con waters. As you can see, there are a lot of us hanging out up here. So you will have all of us lovely humans to chat with you over the next hour. We'll do super fast introductions. Hi, my name is Emily. I am on our marketing communications team running our fan portfolio, and I am joined by.
I'm Dan.
I'm Dwight, and I gotta say, this is way more intimidating in New York than it is in San Diego. In San Diego, the rooms are nice and big and bright and light. You guys are all dark room, backlit. It's like New York's got a different vibe to it. I like this. It's something different.
Hi, folks. I'm Jesse Falcon. Listen, a little. If you need to go to the bathrooms up here are pristine. They're pristine. They're not like the ones on the floors. Enjoy.
Hello there. Is this on? Hello? Okay, there we go. Hi, I'm Brandon. Star Wars Marketing, Black Series Vintage, Retro, and Roleplay. And I'm joined by my dear friend.
I'm Chris. Star Wars Design.
All right, so we have a lot of things to get through for the panel. So we are going to start off with our friends on the Marvel team.
Yeah.
And
All right, yo, what is up, Marvel Legends fans? Can we hear? Let's hear it up for Marvel Legends fans. All right. So we are quickly going to go through some reveals. We are going to go and reveal our first build figure wave. And I didn't know we had music.
I'm surprised.
It's a shout out to Mr. Stevie for making these slides for us. I know he's on IG right now, making sure he can see this panel. At San Diego Comic-Con, we revealed two figures. We revealed Wolverine in his World War II Logan version, and we also revealed Warbow, but we did not tell you guys how they were going to come out. And so today we're going to go through our Build-A-Figure wave. So the first character that we're going to announce here is Iron Man. So Dwight, tell us about this Iron Man here.
Yeah, from a year or so ago, this is his Mysterium armor look. It's really different than what you normally get from an Iron Man, where you normally get all the reds and golds. Now we've got a lot of blacks on this figure. He's got some swappable parts. His forearm plates are removable, so they can have the pop-out cannon snap in, which have ports for different types of blast effects. And it's just kind of I don't know, it's pretty striking. It's a little bit different than we normally get in Iron Man, and I like it, and hopefully you guys will too.
Yeah, this was from Blood Hunt, which I think was like one of the greatest crossovers Marvel's done in a long time. If you guys have not read Blood Hunt, treat yourself. It's amazing.
Next up for this wave is we need another Spider-Man, of course, and we have been slowly building up our Dark Avengers line. Oh. So we have a Dark Avengers Spider-Man. What? Tell us about this figure.
It's got a lot of arms and a pair and a set of legs.
The posing on this is incredible. I have one of these in my office, and I have it on my desk. People come and they're like, "What is that?" I don't have to explain who it is.
That's Dark Avengers.
There's a lot of articulation in that figure.
Yeah,
A lot of articulation, yes.
I like the idea that because this Spider-Man exists with 6 arms, the average number of arms that a Spider-Man action figure now has is more than 2.
There you go.
Math is fun.
All right, next character. People have been demanding this character for a little bit. Next up, we have. By night. What do you?
Or Man by Day.
That's not as impactful.
You're right. It isn't. I've been pitching that for a while. No one wants it.
Yeah, this is one of our hairiest action figures that we've done in a while. We use some of our parts from the Jackal figure from way back when, with some awesome updates to turn into Werewolf by Night. Our first version of this figure, since I believe you did it in a monster multi-pack
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah, they say monster multi-pack 7 times.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You know what's great about this is if you're a customizer, it can easily be turned into vermin, or we'll just make one for you. Your choice.
All right, next up is a figure that Dwight has been bugging the marketing team for a very, very long time. And without further ado, we have the Phantom Red.
Yeah, I've wanted this OG for about 20 years, and he's almost complete. But you know, old team members would never let me make a horse, so now it's this guy's fault if I can't make a horse, because we really need some equestrians in this. I want a horse. I just want a horse. Yeah,
I agree.
so
All right, the last character in the Build-A-Figure wave is going to be an update from a 2017 figure, I believe. So without further ado, we have Enchantress.
the old Enchantress was a fine figure, but it suffered from the pinned era of legs on the females. They were too thin, they were too wobbly, they just didn't function as well. So as we've been trying to move to more and more of the pinless bodies, it makes figures just way more stable, which she is. So she looks great. Some new parts, some cool new spells, spell effect with some like skulls and stuff kind of mixed into it, and
Updated digital deco.
updated digital deco on the face, and she's pretty beautiful. So you'll see her downstairs in a few minutes.
Yeah, and I saved Enchantress last because I think she fits very, very well with our Build-A-Figure. If you go to the next slide. So without further ado, the Build-A-Figure of this wave is Executioner.
Yeah, Executioner is a massive figure, which, like I said, you'll see in just a couple minutes. It's not quite Odin scale, which I don't think he should.
It's in scale
It is
with
in
Odin.
scale.
Yeah. It's in scale with Odin. Honestly, we've been slowly walking through Asgard, remaking stuff. I think Odin was the first big kickoff, and I think in the next few months and or years, you guys will see some other things. But this right now is the first one that we put out here. Really, this is a massive figure. It's huge. I think you're really going to enjoy the heft and the silhouette on this one.
So this is going to be pre-ordering tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Amazon and fan channel retailers like Hasbro Pulse. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Next up, we have a couple of 2-packs that I've been teasing online. So I kind of teased about Lockjaw, Crystal a couple times a couple weeks ago. And so without further ado, we're going to bring in some Inhumans back to the Marvel Legends line. What can you tell us about this 2-pack?
Not quite completing the royal family, but we're adding a lot more to it. So first up, Black Bolt was on the old Bucky Cat body was the last time we've done a Black Bolt. Horribly outdated by where we are today. So Black Bolt is updated on Vulcan, so he has butterflies this time. He's got swappable expressions, swappable wings for standing or flying. And he's in the classic black and silver. That was something that was important to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have a great Marvel team member who's built an absolutely stunning comic accurate cosplay version that has worn this around the office for years. I really also love that we did Triton in here because this is the first time we've ever done Triton as a Marvel Legends figure. We did them all. We did them all the way back at Toy Biz a billion years ago, but this is the first time we ever got them into 6 inches.
Yeah, and with classic and modern head, depending on how you want to display them on your shelf.
So this 2-pack is also going to be pre-ordered in October. It'll be October 16th, Amazon fan channel retailer. And we decided we're not going to let them wait for 2 more, Inhumans. So without further ado, we have another Inhumans 2-pack. What do we got?
So we got what we call a shelf destroyer. It's a figure that's large enough that when he falls, he's taking out everything around him. And that's what Gorgon is here with his satyr legs, his large mace. He's pretty massive and cool. And Medusa, the last time we did Medusa, she frankly wasn't fun. All she could do was stand around and do absolutely nothing because of her ginormous hair. We wanted to solve that. So this new Medusa has prehensile hair, because that's what I'm going to go with. It has an articulation point that allows it to sway to the left or the right, so you can get her into more action battle poses, which was a lot more fun to play with than the last time you saw her. And she has a swappable faceplate, so she has 2 different expressions. The face just pops off and on, and you can have her calm and proper, or a little bit mad at her husband.
Yeah, we looked at a lot of different art for Gorgon because he's been drawn a bunch of different ways. Sometimes he's a little bit smaller than what you see right here. And when you look at the way John Byrne specifically draws him, and maybe some like Jorge Lucas, they really make him look like hulkish. And we were like, let's lean into the big.
All right, so this Inhumans 2-pack is going to be doing the following week after. So October 21st, it's going to be another Amazon and fan channel pre-order. So stay tuned for the Inhumans. But Guys,
First, do you love the most, Dan?
I mean, we're in New York. This is my city. This is where I'm from. And so everyone knows I love Spider-Man. And so I thought we have to reveal some 2026 stuff. So we're not going to reveal the entire Spider-Man retro wave here, but
You know what's better than 2026?
what is better than 2026?
2029.
2029. All right. So let's take us through.
Our first super articulated 2029 with toads for Dan. What's that? 2099. Yeah, that's even better. It is. Yeah, that's even better. Yeah, you know, and it's the first day. This does not bode well for me. You're going,
Hey, we're designers. We're not mathematicians.
we are not. We are not. That's why we have engineers on our team.
Yeah,
So 2099 looks awesome. He's got a new cape, all fully posable, beautiful bright colors, and he'll come on the classic Toy Biz inspired cards.
And I will say that we have been talking collectively about the 2029 universe for a long time. And there are two other 2029 characters that we've
It means
already
2099.
finished spells for. And I'm not going to say who they are, but you will see them. Wrong.
Jesse means 2099 too.
But Jesse, I did want to say thank you because, you know, there are some characters that we have to really ask Jesse to
Beg,
go use his superpowers to
lead.
fight for us. And so this is a character that we have been really fighting to keep into this line. And without further ado, we are bringing Cardiac.
So it's our first medic inspired figure.
Might need him here today.
Yes, we might. For one gentleman in particular, he needs some.
Shout out to Tom.
Sir, are you okay? Right. Just want to make sure.
So Cardiac looks great. All new figure. His wand, the orb is removable. So it just pops into two halves. So you can snap it on there for its powering up for a strike, or you can pop it off and just have the silver his rod.
Cardiac.
All right. We have one last reveal for Marvel Legends today, and it has a connection to what we were teasing yesterday, which was in our booth. If you come to booth 1012, we have a great case display of a diorama that's missing something, though, Boyd.
It's been a dark year for me. I murdered all of these in San Diego, and then I beat the crap out of them here in New York. So
Yeah, so shout out to Mr. Stevie. He loves making these checklists. So if you actually come to our booth, you will actually be getting a checklist sponsored by Entertainment Earth. So come to our booth, you get this awesome checklist. But, you know, it's time to really reveal somebody who really hates X-Men as much as you, Dwight. Without further ado.
White, how big is it?
Apocalypse stands 12 inches tall. He's a shapeshifter, so he can be 7 to 8 feet is kind of his normal height. But when he gets really pissed off, he can be whatever he wants. And we worked with the studio to figure out what the right height should be for this character. And he is 12 inches tall. So here he is compared to Cable. And the figure's great and all, but we figured if this is going to be one of our made to orders, let's give you all the bells and whistles. So he comes with a ton of swappable pieces. He's got his shield, he's got a mace, he's got a sword, he's got a cannon. He's got a cannon with blast effects, multiple blast effects that can actually just shoot at people or can actually see grip characters in it. So he can be blasting people out of midair. Yeah, there's all the pieces, alternate expression, alternate hands. The tubes are going to be a soft material, so they will flow and bend with his body. They can be unplugged from his arm to plug into the cannon. He's massive. He's awesome. He defeated all of the X-Men. Come downstairs and you can check it out in all of its glory.
So this is a made to order item. So just to clarify, because I know there are a lot of questions, you will not be charged until the item actually ships. So this will be shipping fall of 2026, so 1 year from now. So your credit card will not be charged until it finally ships around this time next year. I typically never tell what the price is on the stage, but this Apocalypse figure is going to be $120. The last day to put in your order is going to be November 9th. All right, so that's going to be, you have 30 days from today to put in your order, and it will go up for order today at 1 o'clock. Anything you want to talk about, Jess?
I just want to thank the Brad Winterbaum and the studio team that made this incredible show, and they've got another amazing season coming out next year. I think everybody, if you liked the first season, did anybody like the first season? This young woman dressed as Rogue did not like this one because this was not X-Men Evolution. Sorry, this is X-Men 97. Yeah, it's an amazing season. We're really excited to be making more stuff around this, and a lot more to come.
All right, so it wouldn't be a Marvel Legends panel without at least one tease. So item that is coming out in 2026, this is your one tease. So let's get some guesses there. White was pretty confident no one was going to get this. So great, get your pictures and let's see if you can guess
If
what.
I'm wrong, and if you guys can figure it out between now and the time I leave on Saturday, I'll get you a super scroll. So, but I'll throw that out there into the ether. If you can tell me what those little yellow rockets are from, by Saturday, let's say noon,
Come to the booth.
Come to
The
the
dude is to the booth. Find White.
So
and I'm sure I'm going to regret saying this because
Probably.
how about this? How about this? How about this? How about this?
Maybe we say you get one guess.
that.
Get one guess for the super scroll, and then if you want to keep guessing, if you're wrong.
Torment me.
Yeah.
I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So.
All right, M, we're on time. So you
You guys are running early, which is amazing. I'm here to make sure that everybody stays on time because this is a table full of people who are very excited about what they do. And as I can say confidently for all of us, no matter what brand we're on, we all tend to run long because we talk a lot.
I just want to say before we hand it over to the next brand, there are so many people who are unseen within the Marvel Legends team and our development team, and I really want to give them a shout out all the time. I can't name them all, but watching the live stream or anything, thank you so much to our team and our partners. Anything you want to say? We're on time.
No, I like most of those people.
And it really does it takes a village to make toys like this. And one of the reasons why we are so terribly, terribly bad at dates when we're doing this is because we're working out so far in advance on product that we don't really know what year it is anymore. And so it's really fun to kind of get to see product when they're actually coming out and for you guys to get to enjoy them and add them to your collections so that you can be as excited about them as we've been excited about them for many, many months so far.
Yeah. So come down to the show, to the booth. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know what we can improve upon and what some of your favorite things that you guys have been collecting. And we'll have some fun conversations. And thanks for coming here and supporting us today. And
Thank you guys.
thank you guys so much. Honestly, like this, none of this happens without you. So thank you so much.
And if you have any questions on made to order campaigns or HasLab campaigns, you're welcome to come and find me in the booth. And I'm happy to show you my chart that I've made that shows the difference between all of them. But Dan is right that you will not get charged for Apocalypse until he ships out next year. So all of our made to order campaigns have a 30-day order window against them. So make sure you're getting in your orders so that you can secure that. But one of the reasons we do the made to orders on these extra cool items is because we want to make sure that everybody who wants one of these is able to get one. So there is no cap, there is no minimum on production on them. We just want to make enough so that everybody can have one to add to their collection. Or several, if that's your jam. But those are tough. Maybe only $120 action figure this month. This month, maybe this week, who knows? Today. Really depends on your collectability level. All right, so thank you to our friends on the Marvel team. And we are going to transition over to Star Wars.
Okay, great to be here with you all today. We have a lot to talk about across vintage, retro, and Black Series as well. So we'll jump right to it. So we're going to kick it off with vintage. And first of all, we just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who returned to Tatooine with us this year. The Cantina has been shipping. We've been enjoying seeing how everybody's reacted to that. It's been great to shout out to Mr. Stevie, get the collector checklist posters back out there. Shout out to the team who worked on this as well from Creative Services. And it's just been really special to get to do this.
Yeah, and I think we've said it before, we are closing out Return to Tatooine, but we are not done with Tatooine. It is a big part of our world. So you'll continue to see things trickle out there.
And still more to come.
Was anybody else extra excited about the Bantha for the Return to Tatooine collection? It's
The hair is so good, so lifelike, right?
was their bangs out and so mine has little like an emo side sweep bang going on that I really love. Her name is Samantha. Because what else would it be? But I think, and And as we've been talking about, all of the people who contribute to this, like the number of people who have touched all of the products that are on here is incredible. And it's pretty cool. That's all for me. I interject sometimes. All right, Brandon would like me to go to the next slide now.
And again, as we say thank you for returning to Tatooine, I also wanted to just say a big thank you to the vintage collection community in general. We've said it many times, Chris says it a lot. Your passion really does empower us, whether you're a toy photographer shooting ACBA, whether you are just playing and displaying, however you may be interacting with these products, it's always so meaning for us. There's more to come.
Yeah, well, it informs what we do. It allows a great interaction with the community and just seeing how all that plays out. Yeah, it's really special, and we've gotten to do some great things. The campaign we just did for the gunship was a great example of that, how the community really came together. Steve and I got to go out to a toy store and a couple different places and really get hands-on with people and let them interact and play with the thing. So yeah, it's a big part of what we do on all the brands is interacting with fans and being part of those communities online.
And what's so special about this line too is that 375 scale is the heritage scale. Everything we know and love about Star Wars Toy today comes from this scale. So we really appreciate all that you guys are doing to keep that 375 tradition alive. Speaking of which, we go on to the next slide here. Vintage HasLabs are now 5 for 5 with the funding of the gunship that came earlier this year. On to the next slide, Serenely. So yeah, Chris and Steve took this for a tour, right?
It was quite the trip for the ship. Yeah, we were bouncing all over the place, but yeah, we guys got this thing funded. We got that first tier, so really a great piece, and we're hard at work on that. I think it's getting its packaging photography started this week, maybe.
And it looks phenomenal in person. Like the team did a phenomenal job on it. So really excited about that. Okay, who wants some reveals? Next couple of slides, we're on to some reveals.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and that ship anchored our theme for Battle of Geonosis, as we talked about. So we didn't want to leave you guys waiting too long for some of that, and we teased a couple things with card backs early on during that campaign. So, Brandon, you want to?
Yeah. Without further ado, our first item that we're revealing today is the Queen herself, Padme Amidala. Shout out to Corey in the photo studio. He was shooting this for us a few weeks back. The likeness here is absolutely stellar. Look at it. Is she stunning or is she stunning? Look at that photo real face print, the inkjet there that the team have done. Tell us more about Padme.
Well, the sculpt there, the team did such a great job with her sculpt portrait, but then the subtleties of the face and all the texture on there, like inkjet, even on the 3 3/4 inch scale figure, really lets us lean in and get a lot of that. And so much of the subtlety of portraits, we see that across all brands, how that really plays in. Here you see some great shots of the figure, that great cloak, a card back, and speaking of Tatooine, there's a moisture evaporator in the background there. We're not like, this is Battle of Geonosis, but it's also Tatooine, so you can see like that is kind of still going on. But yeah, just a great figure with some great accessories. The 2 different blasters, the long barrel and the short barrel version of the blaster for her. And the great removable cloak too.
So Padme is going to be number 383 in the vintage collection line. And 384 is on our next slide, which is Shakti. Now, Shakti, tell us more about Shakti.
Well, Shakti's a great one. We had a lot of really amazing learnings from the Black Series figure for how to do all that deco, how to really work all the details of that costume, all the layers of soft goods. This figure has soft goods skirt and the cloak, and then like some great soft pieces in plastic for the different details of her costume. How to deco all the montrals on her to really celebrate that, all the detail of that headpiece. So some great stuff going on there.
And superposable too. That's one of the great benefits of having so much soft goods on Star Wars, is that it really allows for that realistic take on the figure while also giving it all the posability of an action figure that you guys would want, especially for a Jedi Master like Shakti. So both Padme and Shakti are going to be pre-ordering on October 28th, so a couple of weeks away. That's because they are also going to be pre-ordering with the rest of that wave, and more to come, and stay tuned for what that wave will look like. But October 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Padme and Shakti.
But vintage collection isn't the only thing we do in 3 3/4 inch scale, and we didn't want to leave everybody waiting too long, so we brought a little bit of news for you here today. You know, we've been doing a lot of stuff with retro and leaning back into some characters that have never been done before. You can see a big lineup here on the next slide of just some of the retro stuff we've done. But looking back at New Hope and getting into some of those great characters that Kenner could have done but never did. So we wanted to give you a little bit of a tease for the next thing we're going to get into here. Not going to give you a lot of details on this, but
Yeah. So this is Garandin, the Imperial Spy. And as well featuring soft goods too, right?
soft goods, yeah. So a fun, super simple soft goods look here, but a great new retro look at Garandin. More details on him and his friends in the future, but
we hear how vocal and passionate retro fans are, and we just wanted to let you know that we hear you. We are working on more. There is a big birthday around the corner coming in 2027, the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, and Kenner is what started it all. So we'll be kicking off a lot more with retro in the years to come. Okay, moving away from 375 over to 6-inch with the next slide on Black Series. Any Black Series fans out there? So Black Series has had some absolutely outstanding momentum in 2025. Again, from the toy photography we're seeing, the characters that we're making, the main line this year has had many new figures with many major upgrades for existing characters that we've done previously. And when I was thinking about it, looking at fan channel waves that we've done this year, every single fan channel wave had a figure that we had never done before, making its 6-inch debut in Black Series, which is a really exciting time for the line. And we're seeing all the cool stuff that you guys have been posting with that online, from your toy hauls to your toy photography. And there's so much excitement. Like, I think if we click one more time there, Emily, even Ezra is excited about Black Series right now, which is pretty cool.
I love when he's in his car and he's posting that he got Dave Filoni to autograph his figure for him.
Yes. Yes. So,
Apparently while he's driving.
right.
He's very excited.
So there you go.
Probably not in the US.
Right.
Probably somewhere with much less cars.
So a lot of momentum here on Black Series, and as we go to the next slide, we did our wide capes. Come down to the booth and see this. This is the first time in 6-inch action brands for Hasbro. He is phenomenal in hand to pose and play with. We've also been doing more of these vignettes. So from Bespin here through to far on the next slide, you got to see the Revenge of the Sith re-release in theaters this year. Yeah. It was great to see that back on the big screen with Anakin and Obi-Wan. So we had Bespin, we had Mustafar there, we have Coruscant here with our convention exclusive available down in the booth right now. That epic duel between Mace and Palpatine. Anyone want to go to another cool planet with some more cool toy photography with our first reveal today? That is going to be on the next slide, which is, anyone guessing this character here? Boba Fett indeed, making his debut in the 6-inch line with toe articulation for the first time, which is really, really exciting. So this is the Book of Boba Fett Daimyo version for Boba. All new tool, looking absolutely exceptional. Tell us more about Boba Fett here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just some amazing photography here from our folks in the studio. And I think the same way you guys do this, like we like to play and do photography this way too. And we hope it inspires people. I mean, we know we've got some pretty good equipment and setups to do this sort of thing. We spend a lot of time to do it. Hopefully that's inspiring and bringing more of that content from you guys and giving you guys some more ideas.
Yeah, huge shout out to Matt Cohen and the photo studio, aka Shooting the Galaxy on Instagram. When we got the opportunity to shoot this on Dio with printed throne and everything, he was geeking out like there was no tomorrow. He was so excited to get to do this. So as we mentioned, Boba here is an all new tool, removable helmet. He comes with his pistol on his holster, the larger blaster there. The yellow knee pads that you see, they are movable. So we had a lot of feedback from fans that they wanted to have those movable so that you could get them into different positions, whether he's standing, kneeling like you're seeing here. But the big news is the toe articulation. First time we've ever done this on a 6-inch Black Series figure.
Little news. It's this big.
It's about this big on the figure,
but I think that's one of those things where it's a subtle amount of articulation, but what it does is it just ups the ability to get him into particular poses and to really kind of expand the storytelling you can do with them that way.
Exactly.
It's subtle, but it's the subtleties that really make a difference at this point on these figures.
Yeah. One small step for Boba, one giant leap for the Black Series. Okay, on to our next reveal here. So this is a character that we know a lot of people were excited about from his previous release. So if we go on to the next slide here, we wanted to bring him back, and that is Jules and Darth Vader. So from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I mean, this scene always hits.
Yeah,
Right?
this scene, the fight scene there was worth every moment of that show. I think that's what we all wanted. Those of us that saw the original movie back in the day, we wanted to see what that was. And we really got to see that come to life in the show. And then this figure with the broken mask, all the new articulation on him. Yeah, just a nice way to get it back out for people.
So this is a packaging refresh for Vader. So if we go on to the next slide here, you'll be able to see that packaging there on the left-hand side. So available to pre-order right now are Asajj and Boba and Jango Fett, who we previously revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. And then Boba and Vader here are going to be going up tomorrow, October 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that wasn't everything. So this weekend is also Walmart Collector-Con. So as we go on to the next slide here, some avid fans may have seen this already, but here in high def is the Purge Trooper and the Patrol Trooper, which is our first 2026 Walmart exclusive. So
Purge Trooper's on the new body too, right?
He
is. Yeah, he's got all the latest articulation. The old one, he's been out before, but it was on the much simpler articulation.
exactly. So this one has so much more articulation built into it, so much more visibility. Both of them here are getting some additional accessories too. So the Patrol Trooper there with the riot shield for the first time is pretty exciting. So these guys are also going to pre-order tomorrow, October 10th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So we had Boba, we had Vader, Purge and Patrol Trooper. Anyone want to see just a little bit more?
Yeah, our Marvel friends aren't the only ones who bring little teasers.
We get jealous. These guys do these teasers all the time, and it's so much fun. And then you guys speculate about it. So we wanted to get in on that action. So if we go over to the next slide, we had one more thing. So we've been doing some of these lightsaber swoosh effects this year. I think we did it for Dooku, we did it for Ayla, we did it for Anakin and Obi-Wan at our San Diego Comic-Con set. So there are 4 new swoosh effects here. These are the 4 characters that are going to be coming in our first fan channel wave for Black Series in 2026. All 4 characters, in the way that they're done here, have never been done before in the history of the Black Series, all making their first time debut. So we're going to leave you with that, right?
Well, I guess we could give them a little something more.
Do we want a little more? I want to hear something if we want. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next slide and reveal the long-awaited Kyle Katarn from Star Wars Dark Forces making his 6-inch debut for the Black Series. Again, shout out to Shooting the Galaxy, Matt Cohn in the photo studio. Finally, this is one of those figures that we've been hearing about, one of those characters we've been hearing about for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I want to say a big shout out to Eric, our designer on the Black Series, and Tom, our sculptor on the Black Series. They fought hard for this character. They knew you guys wanted him so much, and they made sure that we got him into the line. So he is an all-new tool here. He has a PVC torso that allows for a great range of motion, as well as the torso jacket that he has.
Don't give them all the details. This isn't a reveal.
Okay. I get excited about this character. I knew people would be excited for this. So yeah.
But yeah, we love the expanded universe. And I guess I'm showing my age a little bit saying expanded universe, but with Shizor and Dash and other characters like that, there's just so much great content from back in the day in those kind of supplemental pieces of content. So yeah, I think we're loving playing in those worlds.
Absolutely. So more to come on the other 3 characters very, very soon. But thank you again, and may the force be with you all.
All right.
All right, and
I think
then
that's it for the main stuff, but this is a Disney panel, and Star Wars and Marvel are not the only things Disney has in their coffers.
this is very true. So we are very excited to announce our next Hasbro Pulse HasLab campaign live on stage right now for, that's right, it's gonna think for a second. We don't want to spoil anything too much by saying things, so what if we'll just roll the launch video. All right, video rolling now. Or do I have to click it again? Find out together. Strong maybe. Here we go.
In 1982, the grid was born, alive with light, energy, and danger. Now it returns from the digital frontier. Enter the arena and let the games begin. This system includes an original light-up grid display, 3.75-inch posable action figures, and 2 light cycles. These are no ordinary programs. Flynn. Tron. Yori. Sark. Program. We made it this far, but the grid needs your user power. Are you ready to play? End of line.
All right. So there you have it. So the secret is out. We are doing Tron. And we're doing Tron in 3 3/4 here. So we've learned so much from doing all the vintage collection figures at that scale and hyper articulated, hyper detailed 3 3/4 inch stuff that's never been done for Tron before. So it's been a great journey to do this with Jesse and the team to really figure out how to do these guys right, to bring a lot of newness to this. So there's some new articulation, there's double jointed knees and stuff, so we can really get these guys in great poses. You'll see that we brought models, so they'll be down in the booth later. Some great effects for the figures. All the deco of the line work on these things is insane. It's been a journey trying to figure out exactly how to do that right, to really nail the costumes on these guys. And Emily, you can just kind of scroll through these things. We've got stills of all the figures. But you can see some of the posability of this stuff here. Flynn, great look at him. The light cycles were an especially fun part to do here. We wanted to do light cycles that weren't just coffins for the figures. The figures could get in and be posed into. So we looked at the movie, and when these things are rezzing up, like you see them like grab the bar, go down, and then motorcycle-ish form kind of shows up in the res up version. So we took that as inspiration to make the underbike, and then are able to bring the shells in on top of it so that you really have the figure posed out just like they are in the movie. So some great new articulation from the team that dug in and worked on a track system for the neck, so that normally a 3 3/4 inch figure, you can't get the head back far enough to look up or forward in the bike when they're leaning like that. So the team now has a track as part of the articulation in the neck so that they can really get back that far.
And thank you for paying attention to that detail. A detail that is very important to have figures that are flying around or swinging from webs.
We learn from everything we do.
Yeah, honestly, like this was an incredible thing. I have to shout out 2 people real quickly, Steve Evans and Jason Sass, who really put an incredible amount of effort into this. But truly, the Hasbro team, we have for this line, you guys, with the legacy that you have with Kenner, and the history that you have making 3 3/4 inch action figures, the technology and the wisdom that you put into making those types of product work. We've used every ounce of that here. And this is a really, really special line. I think the faces came out incredibly well. All the details of the costume, they're awesome. So thank you guys so much. This was great.
It's
really excited for you guys to see this in person.
Well, in 3 3/4 inch, as we know, it's a scale that lets you really world build. So it let us do the light cycles here and the cool trail effects and that sort of thing. And sometimes that's not as doable in a larger scale. But 3 3/4 lets us play in that and get a base and a lot of figures for a nice price for everybody. Seeing all those cool effects here, Emily and the team on this. Emily has been leading vintage collection design for a while, so we used all of Emily's expertise on all that, and the engineering teams that work on all that. We brought that in on Tron and really harnessed all that knowledge and power to over deliver on these guys. So I think they turned out amazing. You're seeing program here, like we've got the yellow bike, we've got the blue bike, so you get a nice pairing there. You saw it in the video, the light trails are removable, clear windows on these things, so you can really see that. You can pose them with and without the figures, obviously, but the light up base. But there's a summary slide coming. I think it's the next one. So this kind of shows you the base, the still image of all that with the figures all posed out there. Some of the great effects for the discs, the one that Tron has is really cool, where the effect plugs into his back and then supports the disc up above him. So you kind of do that pose like on the poster. In Yori, the first time Yori's been done, I think, in a figure, and she's got a removable helmet too. The rest of these, we never see the helmet come off, but Yori's helmet, we see her with and without that helmet. So her helmet's removable. Some fun stuff. And here, 3 3/4. So much of the 3 3/4 world is about cards and card backs. So we wanted to do something special here, and just you and Steve worked really close on trying to figure out how to do justice to these cards and costumes. And
There's a lot of hands involved in this because, it was, this was a line that, it's not like there's a giant room full of assets sitting around in like some warehouse at Disney. We had to find a way to make this work. And I think that the Hasbro team and the franchise team that works on the Disney side for Tron did a great job of pulling this off. I think these came out great. It really leans into that glowing effect.
Yeah, the suits,
resonates so
yeah,
well.
all that detail. Yeah, it's a great look, and where it really just highlights that, just the subtleties of the color and stuff and the intensity of those on there. Like we're still tweaking on things a little bit, but this is an important part of 3 3/4 inch, we think, is doing cards like this. So
Yeah.
So there's your quick summary. So the campaign is up right now. It will run until November 24th at 11:59 p.m., just like most of our other HasLabs. If you're a Tron fan but haven't been participating in the HasLab world, HasLab for us, it's essentially a crowdfunded sort of thing, like Kickstarter and some of those other ones. So you go in, you pledge, and then at the end of the campaign on the 24th, well, it'll probably happen on the 25th at midnight or a little bit later. At that point, then your card's charged, and then a year or so later, the product will ship to you. So if you're not familiar with HasLab, that's kind of the format of how that works. And that all happens if we get to 10,000 backers. 10,000 people need to commit to this to have it happen. And you see up there the price, $259.99, but that's with all the base, all the figures, the card backs, the 2 light cycles, the effects. So really cool. Yeah. So.
And in case anybody is on HasbroPulse.com wondering where this campaign is, it, I believe, will start at noon, just so that nobody is digging around.
Yeah, so 15, 16 more minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But I want to have fun too.
You should have some fun.
Yeah, I don't know why that, you guys get this, you can play in your 3 3/4 inch space. That's fine, I'm not saying I won't ever go back to 3 3/4 inch, but I like 6 inch. Do you guys like 6 inch as well?
Yeah.
And so this movie came out a bit after the 15 years ago. So we are going to not show you any pictures today here, but we will have some models downstairs in a few minutes. So we are going to be celebrating legacy in the Aries weekend with the launch of some really, really awesome 1/12 6-inch figures. We have a good sampling of cast and characters. We have Sam in a light cycle, which is pretty awesome at that scale. I don't think they've ever done light cycles at that scale for that movie. That movie that was nothing like what we're doing today.
Certainly, no. There was a line 15 years ago, and there's a pretty interesting technology, but it wasn't for this audience. It wasn't for the Black Series, the Legends consumer. One doesn't fit in that range. If you've got a collection and you love Tron Legacy or you love Tron, this fits and works with all of that ecosystem.
Yeah, and we don't have pictures here because we've been working so rapidly to get the models ready for this weekend. And you'll see Sam in his light cycle. You'll see Kevin Flynn. You'll see Rinsler. You'll see Clue, and we are still working on Cora. So Cora will be part of the assortment. She's just not ready yet for this weekend. So no Cora today, but rest assured she will be included in the assortment.
Yeah, we're excited to show you guys.
Yeah, and those will all be down in the booth as soon as we get down there and have a chance to set them up. So beat us down there, just hang out.
Again, guys, the bathrooms up here are pristine, so take your time.
Take your time.
And then
This is the battery pack to power the base for the other one when we get down there. So.
it'd be great. All right, so before
It's a battery pack.
before we do our Q&A session, there's something that we do on the GI Joe panels, where at the end of the panel, we do a quick video pan of everybody in the audience being excited about things. So if you would humor me, if you don't mind, we'll start off with everybody on the stage. So at least have neutral faces on, please. There we go. All right. Ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right, so now we have about 10 minutes. If anybody has any Q&A questions that they'd like to ask, there's microphones in the aisles. You're welcome to navigate your way towards them. Please remember, we cannot give you any information about upcoming figure releases that we have not announced yet. So if you ask that question, it will be a waste of a question.
I just want to start here and then we'll switch. We'll do it like that.
Good.
Go for it, Two-Face.
Okay.
Speak right into the
You have to
mic.
get right up close to the microphone there.
Thank you. What would you say were some of the favorite figures you ever designed?
Favorite figures. Wow. Dwight, you go first. You've done a lot more figures in more recent years than I have. I've been doing ships.
Favorite figures, I love the Stripe figure we made a couple of years ago. One of my favorite, him and Apocalypse are my two favorite villains. Stripe, absolutely, I think it turned out absolutely phenomenal, and you never have enough of them, so I would happily make like another dozen more of them. So that's one of my favorites. I'm also in love with our new Juggernaut that we just debuted this year for the Versus segment. That thing is huge and massive and so playable and fun. Those are two of my favorites.
I'd say the Build-A-Figure Onslaught from Toy Biz. That came out great. I wish it were the size of the prototype, which is about this big. But I would say that my favorite toy that Dwight ever designed was not Shoe McGrath, but Gargantos. Amazing.
Good one.
Yeah.
Hi.
Go for it.
Hi. So to start off, I've been a Marvel Legends collector for coming up 10 years. And I still really love the line. I'm so excited for everything that's revealed. My question is, so you did the Hasbro Giant Man, which was like about like 22 inches, right? And then you did a 6-inch Giant Man for us in a 2-pack. Do you think it's possible we could see some Giant Men and some other scales, maybe an 8-inch Build-A-Figure or a 12-inch single release?
Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you'll be seeing any more the big massive ones anymore.
Yeah.
You know me, I stress out too much for HasLabs, which sometimes is required for the giant.
Oh, yeah.
But mid sizes and whatever else, yeah, let us know which costumes you are looking for the most, because there's
Yeah.
piles still
Lots
to
of
do.
lots.
Giant Man, Goliath, Atlas. There's plenty of other big guys. So yeah, let us know what height.
Ultimo.
Yeah, what works for your collection, and what do you guys, as a collective, want to see the most?
I want to do an Ultimo where MODOK's head, and then you get the one of these.
Thank you for supporting for 10 years.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, so I buy all the helmets that you guys make. So does Star Wars and Marvel come to you, or do you go to them for ideas? Cause I love
Yes.
Cerebro.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah, it's always a combination of both. I think I can only speak for Legends, but yeah, for us, we have these very significant weekly meetings where we battle it out for concepts and ideas. And yeah, it's sometimes, we have ideas that we pitch, and then sometimes Disney has great ideas that they.
Sometimes this guy gets too excited and he's like, "Oh my God, I just came out of a video. You have no idea what I just saw. We've got to get this line immediately."
And honestly, like if you see Cerebro in future animated shows or other things in the future, like there's a much higher likelihood that you'll see that out there.
But it would look really great next to the Magneto helmet.
That's what I was
It
thinking.
would.
That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Well, and I mean, we're blessed and cursed on Marvel and Star Wars, and that there are so many characters in both of those universes that often it's about which of the cool guys to do for those things, and it's not about what do we do next? It's which one don't we do?
You should do Bosk.
Making-
You should do Bosk. Just say it. Bosk is my favorite.
I wanted an AT-AT pilot,
Hey, guys, let's do it.
AT-AT driver.
Admiral Akbar.
I didn't know we were allowed to pitch to our own team. This is kind of fun. I'm not normally.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so first of all, I cannot compete with 10 years, so that's awesome. I've been collecting since Black Panther, the first movie came out. I love your toys. It brought me so much joy. I can't even tell you how much joy they brought me. And I did not come here to make any sort of constructive criticism, but just last night, 5 a.m., I opened up the new Battle Damage Spider-Man. I love, by the way. There's something going on with the leg joints where they can't bend properly and they're breaking off really easily. And mine almost broke off. I see it on a lot of other figures. So what's something I'm really concerned with, that's a really expensive figure.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. But is there quality control or any kind of sustainability stuff that you guys have been talking about, working on? Some things that I'm really interested in. Finally, a pinless Doom would be amazing.
Okay, thanks for, thanks for the joy it brings you, because Kevin, you have this conversations with us actually helps recharge us too, to know that there's people out here that genuinely love the stuff as much as we love making it on the side. As far as the Spider-Man, reach out to our consumer.
Consumer care team.
They will get you a replacement for that, and thank you for flagging it. We will make sure that we level that up through our engineering teams to check with the factories to see if there was any.
I think it was like the ratchet. They try to make like kind of a ratchet joint.
It drops down. They do drop down for more posing, so.
Like it won't turn, but there's been a lot of Reddit.
Okay.
As well, but honestly, like it's a very minor issue. Like you guys are.
Oh, but that's really important that you brought it up to us. Thank you. And by the way, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a Doom in your future.
I just put it out there.
And
I sold the pin ones because I'm just like, I need a pinless.
Yeah, and it's not a minor thing. Like Jesse said, if it, you guys are the ones who are supporting us to do this with the money you guys put down that you guys work hard to make. So
Prices are going up, so like the quality goes up, I'm happy to pay.
Yeah, and we definitely notice every Reddit, at least I do. So like I notice every Reddit post and everything like that. So
And I follow your Twitter posts.
yeah, no. So yeah.
We need to all be on Blue Sky, by the way. We need to get off Twitter,
Great.
But yeah, consumer care is the way to go. So thank you for bringing up the way you did. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And we can do 2 or 3 more questions depending on time.
Well, and I just quickly, Dwight said it. I think talking to you guys and having this interaction is really important for us. It energizes all of us, and it shows us what we do and how that affects you guys. And coming back from any convention where we get to interact with fans, we're always riding a high after that. So thank you guys for all coming out, asking questions, doing this sort of thing. It really means a lot to us, and we like to give back to you guys when we can.
And this is like a collective. This is the team that makes it, but we only make it because of the information that we can receive from you guys too. It's like, I can't tell you the amount of conversations we have down in the booths where someone will say something or show you a custom that they made. It might spark something in us that we're like, I didn't think of that. It's like, that's fantastic,
Children.
Shoot.
That's your one, Dwight. That's your one.
I've been waiting to talk. Go for it.
It wasn't even me this time.
I was wondering, is there ever like a subsection of either Marvel or Star Wars that Disney bars you from using? Like say Marvel Rivals?
Oh, are you asking if we are going to do Marvel Rivals?
Well, they're asking if there's anything that you have barred us from doing from a toy perspective, from a license.
Yes, Strife. No more Strife. It's his favorite character. I hate that character. It's the stupidest thing in the world. It's Cable's twin. What? Get out of here with
Not
it.
his twin, it's his clone.
Also,
I would say, just to answer your question, like every year changes too. So we might be told like you have to take a tactical pause for this year.
Yeah.
Things could have changed over time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's this secret. Marvel has a lot of entertainment and video games and comic books and TV shows that are giant priorities to us. We spent lots of money making those things. So we want to support that stuff. So to Dan's point, like there are things that become more important to us in certain years than others. One thing, for instance, Marvel Zombies. We all knew that was coming, but I think that was the thing. Man, we didn't do anything. We need to do something around Marvel Zombies. So you'll probably see something around Marvel Zombies, the show, at some point in the future. But there's really nothing that's like, black hole, except the movie Black Hole.
All right, we've got time for one more question. And then if anybody had questions that they couldn't get answered, please feel free to come down and see us in the booth, and we are happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, we're here to talk to you guys, so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, my name's Bobby. I've been a very big Black Series collector for a couple of years now. I actually was thrilled with the Revenge of the Sith throwback packaging line that you guys did standard release. And I did like the character choices, but I did kind of wonder why a lot of the main characters were left out of those throwback packages. And I think the line was kind of done with that, but I guess I'm asking, like, what was the character choices? How did that kind of go? And if you guys have any plans to do more?
Very good question. So I think the first thing I'll say is that let's say Anakin and Obi-Wan, right? Is probably who you're referring to. So in development, where Anakin and Obi-Wan were all new tall figures at the certain time that they were coming out during the second half of the year, the way that development panned out meant that we had to put them at San Diego and then chase them afterwards in the main line as they're coming out now alongside Chimera and so on. So essentially, I'm limited in what I can say about it, but the bottom line is that it came down to how we were able to do that in development. And the choice was a matter of, shall we do the packaging with characters we can do the packaging on to get the packaging out there for fans like you? Did you grow up with that packaging in 2005?
Yeah, of course.
Me both, brother. Right? So the question was, do we get it out there for those that really want it, that can have it, and then chase the other characters down the line at a time that we can? Or do we not do it at all? Which would you prefer?
I mean, of course, I would prefer having the packaging, but
Absolutely. So,
some suggestion though, definitely bring that back for some other characters.
and I'm very, very, very pleased that you said that, because I'm championing that every single day I step into the office. So, which characters would you do next? 4 characters.
Anakin, Obi-Wan, Grievous as the main villain who debuted there, and probably Chancellor Palpatine.
Okay, more to come. Stay tuned. We'll see.
Thank you.
And thank you again to everybody for coming to the panel on behalf of our team, everybody who's
Right,
down
guys.
here on the panel who has
I'm
helped
heading down to the
creating
convention
so
floor.
appreciative.
Spending
Big
the rest of the
J
day
Promises in
taking
booth
pics of all the
10-12
various
for the
booths,
rest of
including
the show.
Hasbro.
And we will see
We'll
you
have
guys
up on
later.
the websites, the better slide images on the websites as well from the panel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's the only toy panel today. So tomorrow there'll be more, another Hasbro panel, other things. So check back for that. And thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. You can also think about becoming an action figure enthusiast channel member. There's a link in the video description below with more details on that. Check out all the names of everyone who's already joined, scrolling down at the bottom of your screen. And for the latest in action figure news, be sure to head over to ToyNewsEye.com, MarvelousNews.com, JediInsider.com, and TFormers.com. And remember, action figures are great!